So hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would film my experience meeting the Pretty Little Liars cast. Insert music right now. So anyway, so yeah, I have met 10, I think 10, yeah. So 10 cast members. All of the mains, including the boys, but apart from 2 of the girls. I haven't met Ashley and I haven't met Shay, but I'm meeting Ashley in October in Paris. So yeah, I attended Revelations Endgame Manchester earlier in February 10th and 11th, and the people that attended that convention was Troy Melisario, Sasha Peterson, Ian Harding, Keegan Allen, Hugh Collins, Brant, and is that it? Imagine if I missed someone. No, that was it. Okay, so yeah, so I met them all in Manchester, and honestly the best experience of my life. I met all of my internet friends as well. And then I have met Lucy Hale, Tyler Blackburn and Janelle Parrish, all in Milan for the Goodbye Con in Italy. Also an amazing experience, like Tyler, right, okay, so what we're going to start with is Tyler and Ashley are my absolute favourites, okay, Caleb, #1 ship, then Emerson, then Spoby, then Ezria. Anyway, so yeah, I've got photos to show you and just share my experience about each one, like what I said, what I didn't say, if, you know, all that shabam. So for the first convention, we got there and we sat down and waited, and then the host came out and then talked for a little bit, went through rules, and then gradually one by one they all came out and we all like screamed and clapped. And before that they played like a little montage of all of them with the song Dust Till Dawn, and I'll insert a clip just to trigger all of my internet friends. Yeah, they all came out, and then I remember that the first panel that there was Troyan's and Keegan's panel, and you had to like run down to the microphone to go in queue to ask them a question. So I ran down with my friend and we were both like, no, you go first, but like it was honestly, it was as nerve-wracking as you can think, and they weren't even out on the stage yet. Then they walked out and literally I was like this close to them and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, people were just asking questions. Then I asked a question, which I'll insert another clip in.
I just wanted to say, Troy, you did amazing on directing an episode of PLL, and I just wanted to know what was your favourite?
What was my favourite part about that? My favourite part, honestly, was getting to work as a director with actors that I've loved working with for 7 years, and also like knowing them so well and knowing, you know, specifically I would say with like Lucy. It's like, I've known Lucy Hale.
Honestly, she was the most down-to-earth, lovely woman I have ever spoke to and ever met in my entire life, honestly. She is an angel, and she is just such a like big ball of happiness, and I just love her. The Troyan photo was first, and I queued, walked in, and then she was stood there, and there was no queue anymore because they just had like the platinum passes go up and do theirs. So I was the first to walk in of like all the like extra passes, and she was stood there like just waiting, and she was so beautiful. Like, she is so tall, like she's just amazing. And I remember walking through and I was just like, oh my god, and I got closer and she said thank you for that amazing question, and I was like, bitch, you remembered me? What? Even though it was like 15 minutes before, but still. But yeah, this is my photo with Troyan. Honestly, the sweetest person ever. The grin on my face just tells you everything. Like, I was shook. I was beyond shook. So I met Ian next, and he was, honestly, he's the funniest person I've ever met. I remember going in, and The Greatest Showman was playing, and he was just like singing to all the songs whilst just having these pictures with fans. And yeah, he was so nice. And I went up to him and I said, oh, can we have a picture where you're like pointing at me? And like, honestly, I think this is one of my favourite photos out of the whole entire convention. I'll also get on to the autograph session, but yeah, like, I think it's great, and he looks so handsome as well, like, it's great. A lot of my friends liked this pic the most. And then it was the duo pictures, and honest to God, this is literally my favourite photo out of the whole entire convention. So as I say, I'm a Halo fan, so Keegan and Troyan had their duo, and I bought a duo with them because I wanted like a funny duo. But yeah, I do ship Spoby, but they're like not my top. But yeah, so I had this photo where I put my Halo top on and got them to point at it and look in absolute disgust, and it is honestly my favourite thing ever. But I walked over in my Halo top and Troyan went like, oh, and I said, can you point at my t-shirt in pure disgust? And she was like, disgust? I'm all for it. And I was like, we love you, Troyan Belisario, a Halo shipper, honestly. But Keegan didn't seem that interested, he just kind of like pointed. But yeah, Troyan's face is absolutely everything, like honestly my mood, everything. So next was the autographs. I've kind of forgot to bring the book in for Keegan's book, because I got him to sign that, but I'll insert a picture of what that looks like. So this is Sasha's. I decided to buy the photo of all of them on the last scene ever. And she was so sweet. I remember going up to her and you had to like have your name written down, like they had their assistants with them, you had to say their name so they could just quickly, you know, because they've got quite a long queue. And she just went, hi Emily, like when she read my name on the little tag, and I went, Emily, the best name, and then she googled, because you know, Emerson. But yeah, so she put, Emily, you're such a sweetheart, XO Sasha, and it was so sweet, and oh, she's just an angel, and I grinned with happiness after I saw that. So yeah, so like I say, I'll insert a photo of Keegan's, but I'll just say what his was like. So, no tea, no shade. I do really love Keegan, but I mean, whether he was just overwhelmed or tired, he just seemed a bit like wanting to get it going quite fast, and he just kind of went, oh hi, nice to meet you, like signed your book, didn't really make eye contact, and then gave us a sticker to promote his new book, and that was it. And he's nice, like he is really nice, like I whether he was overwhelmed and all that, but maybe, I don't know. So at the end of the day, decided to buy a Troyan meet and greet for the next day. Cost me a damn lot of money, but it was so worth it. So on the Sunday, I had my pictures with Hugh. I had a duo with Sasha and Troyan. Honestly, the most overwhelming thing in my life. I thought I was going to faint right in front of them. And then my solo picture with Sasha. And then I also had my Troyan and Ian autographs. But I remember that day there was a Sasha and Troyan panel. And then Ian also read some of Odd Birds, his book. He did that on both Saturday and Sunday, I forgot to mention that. On Saturday he read the chapter, I think it was, do you know what, I haven't got the book because I'm not like, I'm majorly obsessed with him, but it was a chapter about Lucy. I think whether it was called Lucy Goosey or Goose, I don't know, but yeah, it was so sweet there, and I filmed it in Periscope for all of my friends to see, and they loved it as well. And then on Sunday, I think it was a chapter to do with Keegan or friendship or something like that. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, friends, but so I think my first picture of the day was Sasha, and honestly she had a big queue as well, but she was so incredibly sweet. I didn't really know what to say to her, but I remember going up to her and being like, oh hi, it's so nice to meet you, and she was just like, hi, and like her like cute accent. But yeah, so this is my picture of Sasha. and I can see my hand in it, like, honestly, like, but yeah, so she was so sweet. I don't really like what I look like in that picture, but it's fine. Sasha Peters is in it. Who cares? In the Sasha and Troyan panel, I remember asking them a question as well. I always ran straight to the front, and I think I remember asking, what did I ask? I think, oh god, I can't remember. I'll have to insert clips of it. The reason I can't remember is just because, like, I always get like a brain, like a mental block when I think about it, because it was so overwhelming. I've lost count of how many times I've cried over that weekend. So yeah, I remember my next picture being with Sasha and Troyan. Honestly, like I said, I thought I was actually going to faint. It was the most overwhelming thing in my life. I was near the front and I couldn't decide what pose to do, whether I wanted a hugging one, but I wasn't sure, like I didn't want to like invade their personal space. And I was like, do I do the shush? A lot of people were doing the shush, but I was like, isn't that a bit cliche? But I was like, it's also iconic. So that is what I decided to go with, but I was shaking like mad. And they both said hi to me and looked at me, and like when they look at the same time, you're instantly like, oh my god, like honestly, my legit mood. So this is my duo with Sasha and Troyan. I really like it. It is, honestly, every time I look at it, I honestly feel like crying. It is the most amazing picture in my life. That's so cringe, but it's so true. Oh. Last but not least, I had my Hugh picture, and he was really sweet. Did I meet him once? No, I didn't meet him, but I saw him because there was a convention last year, June 2017, called Secrecy, which is a bit fucked up. It was really rubbish. But Hugh was there, and I saw him, but I didn't meet him because I only stayed for a little bit because it really was not worth my money. So yeah, but I actually paid my friend to get me his autograph, so I've got his autograph as well, and he follows me on Twitter, and like maybe like 2 years ago we used to interact a lot, but one of my best friends actually like is best friends with him, and she knows who she is, so but yeah, so this is my picture with Hugh, and like he just did the rock on pose, and I think I pointed at him. I think I said to him about doing a funny pose, so that's that one. Last but not least, from my Revelations experience, I had Troyan and my Ian autographs, and I actually voice recorded it. I shouldn't have, but I voice recorded it in my pocket, and it was so amazing, and I will insert the clips of that as well. So I had my Troyan one first, and I was in line, and also, yeah, she knew me more then because it was after the meet and greet. So yeah, so this is my autograph with Troy, and I decided to print the picture out from 720. Is it 720? Oh my god, I'm really bad if it's not. Okay, but it was from one of the season 7 episodes, but it says, "Emily, you are the best, so much love to you," and like I say, I've got the voice recording of it, so I will insert that as well. But she was an angel, and that was my last time, my last thing with her.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming this weekend and for introducing yourself to me.
No problem. And my Ian one, as explained, is actually on the picture. And it says, I got the voice recording of it is so funny, but he's so sweet. He asked me if I had a good time. I said it was my favourite picture ever, and that's why he put the "so silly," and he actually says it as he writes it in the voice recording. So yeah, but he was so nice, and he said have a good one and all that, and he was lovely. Hi, this is my favourite photo of the whole entire weekend.
Yeah. Why? So, there we go. So silly. Oh, right, sorry.
Emily.
Did you have a fun time this weekend?
Yes, I did, thank you.
That's great.
It was the best weekend ever.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. Because sometimes these things can be chaotic, so yeah, fun and be good.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
I had a meet and greet with Troyan and Tyler, so I might leave those for like a separate video because they are quite long, and it will make this video 10 times longer than it needs to be. So that concluded everything that I had for the convention. Let's forget the state I'm in right now. I just wanted to quickly film this as an like outro because I didn't realise I'd be splitting my experience with the PLL cast videos into 2 different parts because I didn't actually realise how long they were each. So I thought it was better to split them because I don't really want a 30-minute long video just because, you know, it's just too long. So I thought I'd split it in 2 parts. So the first one being Revelations, the second one being Goodbye Con, and I'm also going to do a video on my experiences with my meet and greets with Troy and Tyler as well, like a separate one. I don't know when that will be, I might not do that for a while yet. But yeah, so if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and look out for part 2. Bye!